In this video, I'm going to show you a stitch called Turkeywork. So Turkeywork is a little shaggy stitch you can see in the center of this flower. It looks a little bit like a pom-pom, and it's made with stitching loops that you then trim with scissors. So we're going to get started with some floss. I'm using 6-stranded, and I'm not tying a knot in it. And we're going to start by going down on our stitch line and leaving a tail. So I'm going to leave this about 1 inch long. And then I'm going to come back up close to where we started and make a little anchor stitch. So that's the setup, and our next stitches are going to be loops. So we'll come back up and we're going to go back down and I'm going to hold on to that loop, not pull it all the way through. I'm going to leave it about the same length as the tail, and then I'm going to make a little anchor stitch across the bottom. So a lot of these instructions can be kind of confusing for this stitch, and I think the thing to really remember is you just need to alternate loop, anchor, loop, anchor. So it doesn't even really matter where you bring up the thread and go back down. You just want to make sure that you alternate loops and anchors. And they don't even really need to be the same length. Like this one could be a little bit longer. It's really not that picky. You just want to make sure that it's long enough for making the length fringe that you want. So you can get them closer together if you'd like, if you want it to be like really full and bushy, but you're just going to continue along the line. And then if you have a shape to fill in, like the center of this flower, which is circular, you'll just go back and forth and fill in that circle. So, I mean, it can really be kind of willy-nilly. It doesn't have to be precise. And then when you're done and you have enough loops, then we're going to trim them. So I'll show you that in a minute here. Okay, so now I have a second row that I started below the first one, and I would, keep going to make it really dense. But for this example, I'm going to just stop now and trim. So you can go into your loops like this and make sure you got them all trimmed, and then you can go back and cut them all the same length. So you can leave them kind of longish, or you could trim them really short, and then you can just kind of fluff them up. And when you use 6-stranded floss like this, it just separates all the little strands and makes it more shaggy. So that can make a nice little accent on an embroidery. And there you go, that's Turkeywork.